All right, today we have another Alfie and Annie Rose book. This one is called Shop. And what I like about this is the way that Alfie and his sister Annie Rose come up with creative ways to have fun even though they're stuck in the yard. Shop. In Alfie's back garden, there was a big bush. You could lift up a curtain of leaves and walk inside. It was a nice, private place. One afternoon, Mom gave Alfie a long cardboard box to play with. He took it into the bush and put it down on its side. It made a good counter for a shop. Then Alfie and Annie Rose looked around the garden for something to sell in the shop. They found plenty of things lying about. Flower petals, seed pods, acorn cups, and lots of different kinds of leaves. They laid them out on the counter using some very big leaves as plates. They pretended they had vegetables and chips and sweets and ice creams in their shop. Not the kind you can really eat, of course. And toys, too. When everything was nicely arranged, Alfie decided that what the shop needed now was some money. He fetched a little brown box with a lid, and they collected a lot of flat greenish-yellow seeds which rattled about inside like real money. Mom and Grandma were sitting in the garden having a cup of tea. Alfie asked them if they were coming to buy something at the shop. "Yes, of course," said Grandma. "But what's the name of your shop? Is it the Alfie and Annie Rose General Store?" "No," said Alfie. "It's called Lewis Burroughs and Company." He knew that there was a proper store called that on the high street. Alfie put on his peaked cap to open up the shop, and Annie Rose wore an apron to be Mr. Lewis Burroughs' assistant. Then Grandma and Mom came by to do some shopping. First, they bought cabbages and ice cream. Then they bought lettuce and chips, and a model helicopter and doll's tea set. Mr. Lewis Burroughs took the money and counted out the change, and his assistant handed things over the counter. The shop stayed open all afternoon. When it was time to go indoors, Mom made a sign and fixed it with a piece of string so that Alfie could hang it up inside the shop. On one side, it said, "Open," but when you turned it around, it said, "Closed." "Even Mr. Lewis Burroughs has to go to bed sometime, I expect," said Mom. And that's the end. What kind of things do you want to pretend today? Have some fun and make a store or make something that you would really like to do. Bye-bye. We'll see you later.